Welcome back to more Summoner's War Monster Strategies. Today we're going to be looking at the Fire Harpu known as Colleen. Everybody knows that Colleen is the most useful harpoon in the game, or at least most widely used, for many reasons. Basically, the introduction of Necropolis back in whenever it was, made Colleen rise to the top. Yes, the top in Necropolis, of course. And aside from that, she's actually pretty good in the raids too. Not as amazing as in Necropolis apparently, but pretty good in the raids too. So that's why she's good, she's a great monster. So her stats as a level 46 star are as follows. 10,875 HP, 461 attack, 461 defense, and 106 speed. Speed is pretty good, above average. Attack and defense are literally the same exact number, but they're not great either, and then HP almost 11,000, that's good. Overall, stats are average at best, and that is because she's a natural 2-star monster, so she does suffer from the, lower stats compared to a 3 or 4-star monster. But anyway, let's talk about her skills. Her first skill is Blackout Kick, performs a ruthless combo, kicking the enemy 2 times. Each attack has a 50% chance of decreasing the enemy's attack power for 2 turns. Second skill, Deadly Dart, throws sharp feathers to attack the enemy and prevents them from recovering their HP for 2 turns. And third one, Fiery Dance, recovers the HP of all allies by 25% and increases their attack power for 2 turns. This combination is pretty freaking good, it is. First of all, this attack here, it hits 2 times. I mean, it already says that. This one here, it doesn't say how many times, but it actually hits 3 times. Because she has a 2-hit move and a 3-hit move, that's already a good start for Necropolis. On top of that, this move inflicts an anti-HP recovery, which is good for Necropolis. This one here, oh, and this one also for raids. Blocking HP recovery and raids is very useful. So both Necropolis and raids, that's what it's used for. This one here, it decreases attack, decreasing attack power, breaking attack is pretty much universally good in any situation, so that's a plus. And then this one, it recovers HP by a pretty good amount actually, 25%, and it can go up to, I believe it's 31.5 or something HP with skill ups. So that's a good, over 30%. That's almost as good as Beladion, Definitely, because Beladion goes to, I believe, 39 with skill ups. So pretty up there. On top of that, it improves attack power for 3 turns for every single ally. First of all, the combination of having a heal and a buff in attack power for all allies is actually a very unique combination. A lot of people don't know that and they take it for granted, but it's a really good combination. The main reason is because there's not a lot of monsters. Let me tell you a few monsters that do this. Fran. Fran is an event monster that is no longer obtainable. Jasoon, a 4-star monster with the Amuse ability. Who's the other one? I think Hwahi, and then one other Sky Dancer or something. The point is that there's not a lot. There really aren't. That heal, AoE, and buff attack. So this is a very unique combination, and it's a good skill. It is. So all of these skills work really well with Necropolis and raids, and that is why Colleen is known to be one of the better 2-stars in those situations. One of the better 2-stars in the entire game for those situations. Anyway, rune recommendations. So, everybody knows that the Endgame is generally violent revenge, but you can also use Swift early game. And yes, I'm saying early game. This monster is one that people say to pretty much never use Swift. And the main reason is because in Necropolis you have a speed cap, and putting too much speed is only wasting the speed. So you want violent, and then you want a speed in slot 2, although even then, I've honestly seen some Colleens that have no speed in slot 2, and they still have massive speed. Why? Because they focus on speed substats. Which is why I'm putting an option here. You can actually put HP in slot 2 if you really want to. But again, a warning, only do this if you can get some pretty amazing speed substats. Because if you don't, she's just not going to be fast enough. But again, don't use Swift and Speed in 2 because that's just too much. Too much speed. Instead use Violent. And then for the second rune, Nemesis or Revenge. Like I said, Revenge is good for Necropolis really anytime because, you can get some more hits on the shield. It's like a nice little buff there. And then, on top of that, you can use Nemesis, just to... Nemesis is a really good 2-set rune. It's a rune that a lot of people just overlook, but it's actually pretty good, you know. It's really good on Veramos and a few other monsters, but even Colleen can benefit from that pretty well. She really can. And after that, you know, HP in slot 4, accuracy in slot 6. I mean, pretty obvious things for debuffers, you know. You want to put HP in slot 4 to make her tanky, and accuracy because her first and second skill have debuffs, and pretty vital debuffs, I must say. So that's why you want to do that. And then for substats, again, speed is important, very important actually, if you choose not to use a speed slot in slot 2. Yeah, speed rune, sorry. But aside from that, you know, more HP, more accuracy, and that is pretty much it. If you have any other ways to rune Colleen, go ahead and leave a comment, you know, put it in the comment section, because I am sure that people would appreciate reading some comments sometimes. Also, if you enjoyed this episode in any way, shape, or form, please be sure to leave a like. I would appreciate that very much. Thank you, and I will see you all next time.